Today I fucked up thinking my girlfriend's parents were asleep. Velp, you guessed it. This did not happen today. At the beginning of August, my girlfriend and I were visiting her family for a weekend at the beach and her brother's housewarming party. Her and I have been dating for over 2 years and I've gotten very close with her family. We're hanging out on the beach all day, drinking and just enjoying each other's company. After dinner, her brother suggests we go back to his place to continue partying and her parents decide to call it a night and stay home. Few hours pass at her brother's and we are ready to call an Uber back to her folks' place. We get back and all the lights are off and the whole house is completely silent. We start fooling around and one thing leads to another. Cue the Barry White. We kept the light on in our room and aren't being loud at all when all of a sudden we hear the sound of the door handle rattle. It's unlocked. Hey, are you? Oh my god. Door slams. Now, my girlfriend's mom is Puerto Rican and sounds exactly like Sofia Vergara. I jump out of bed and dive into the bathroom, whisper yelling fuck, fuck, fuck. Her mom just got a full look at my chocolate starfish, plowing into her only daughter. After shaking it off we go to bed. When we wake up the next morning her mom is already out the door playing tennis and we get our day started. I'm walking on eggshells around the house because her dad is home and hanging out with us but he never says a word about it. When her mom comes home it's like nothing even happened. Fast forward to later that night at her brother's housewarming party. I'm sitting on the brick stoop in front of the fireplace and her mom comes down and sits next to me. She takes a sip of her drink and looks me dead in the eye and says, "You have a nice ass." Everyone is dying laughing because we had told some of our friends at the party earlier in the night. I look past her mom and her dad is sitting on the couch staring into my soul. Everyone knew except him. Now whenever I see her mom she gives me this smirk with a little shoulder/head shimmy shake. Too long didn't read, got caught having sex with my girlfriend by her mom and her dad was the last to find out. I also think my girlfriend's mom loves me now. Edit, I'm 30. Girlfriend's 27. Edit 2. Apologies to everyone who thinks this is fake because they circle jerk to this sub and have seen similar stories before. Hey, at least her parents are cool with you. Or at least her mom is. Having a good relationship with your SO's parents is good, and I'm sure this'll be a fun story to tell a few years down the line. They are an amazing family and her dad is the cherry on top. He's not mad, at least to my face, at all. If my research material is correct, your mother-in-law will get stuck in a laundry machine soon. She takes a sip of her drink and looks me dead in the eye and says, "You have a nice ass." Family Strokes would like to buy your story. The mother's reaction / all of this sounds like the startup to not a small number of pornos that exist in the world. Imagine if she said you had a nice chocolate starfish instead of ass. Imagine if the father said that. Today I fucked up by buying an engagement ring. Unfortunately for me, this happened about an hour ago. So my girlfriend and I have been talking for a while about getting married. We both want it, and are excited to spend forever with each other until today. So we had been quite open in the discussion of it, and there was no real element of surprise. She knew what ring she wanted, and I didn't want to get the wrong one, so we shopped for one together. Finding the one she wanted in store, I obliged and paid the deposit to have it made in her size. Here's the FU. That was about 2 months ago. Today I got the call saying it had arrived and was ready to be picked up. I plan on proposing next week, however wanted there to be some element of surprise to this. So I sent her a message saying bad news, the ring is made however they can't ship it because the area it was made it has gone back into lockdown. Majority of our country has because apparently they can't stay inside, and that it could be months until they can ship it. Thinking she might be a little disappointed and then even more excited when I actually propose, I thought this was a great plan. Until I remember her time of the month arrived yesterday and it had been a long day at work for her. I immediately get a call from her in tears, saying that she thinks this is a sign that we're rushing into things and that we should call the engagement and wedding off because who knows when it's going to happen anyway. About 30 minutes of convincing her it will be okay and it will arrive eventually, and also promising to buy her favorite takeout for dinner, she calmed down and agreed that we probably should still get married. Close one, I hope she says yes still. Too long didn't read, tried to throw my girlfriend off the scent that I was going to propose by telling her they can't ship the ring for months, nearly got the whole thing called off. LPT, faking something disappointing, particularly with respect to something so auspicious as an engagement ring, to create an opportunity for a surprise will only serve to make someone feel like crap, and sour the eventual surprise. If you want to have a surprise proposal, plan something fun with an unexpected element that you think your partner will love. If you're really desperate and know exactly when you're going to pop the question, tell them you want to wait until an event after that date. Then they have something to look forward to, but will still be surprised when you propose earlier. Yeah, Op should tell her they called and confirmed that the ring will arrive in 3 weeks. That way she'll be excited and will be looking forward to a proposal in 3 weeks. And when Op proposes next week, she will be surprised and even happier. You'll be fine, mate. Marriage is a hell of a commitment and it's normal to have a few doubts, especially when you're tired and in an emotional state. Her tears simply mean that marriage is a serious thing for her, which means she will make a wonderful wife to you. Have you thought of going into encouragement professionally? I'm feeling heartened after reading that, and my girlfriend's the internet. My wife showed me exactly what ring she wanted, and it was from a website where they make each ring one at a time, so each ring is somewhat unique. Point is, there was just the one ring. I hurried and snatched it up, and a few hours after I bought it she called me in tears that her ring was gone. I took it off the website, so someone must have bought it. I thought about not telling her that it was me and just surprising her with it, but decided to tell her I had ordered it. I've since told her that I debated not telling her, and she said she's glad I told her because she had already had a rotten day and that made her feel better. My fiancé did this to me. We picked out the ring together and then he lied and said it wouldn't be ready for when we went on holiday together. I can't remember if I cried, but I was definitely disappointed mixed with a little suspicious that he could be lying. It was perfect in the end though. He managed to catch me completely by surprise, which was so nice when I also sort of knew it was going to happen. I didn't waste any of my holidays stressing about when it was going to happen, etc., which I probably would have done otherwise. Give her some time. It's not a normal situation out there, and I can see how daunting making wedding plans during COVID could be, and that's probably not helping. It is possible though. Our tiny and socially distant wedding happens later this week. Smiley face. Op, for the love of God, please be honest with her. Today I fucked up by getting caught inside my GF by her Mormon father. So this definitely counts as a today I fucked up cause it happened within 24 hours ago. Let me first give a little background to the situation. I've, 22M, been dating this girl, 23F, for a little under a year now. She comes from a Mormon family where her father is heavily involved in the church along with the rest of her relatives. Her dad is a higher ranking member of the church community. She herself has separated from that and hasn't been a part of the church for about 2 years now. Fast forward, she meets me and everything clicks. We really love and care for each other and all that stuff, so yeah. We met on the East Coast, where I live. But she had to move back to Utah with her parents for quarantine, so I've been visiting her periodically. I've met her whole family and they are very accepting of me, and we definitely enjoy each other's company. Okay, background setup is over. So it's yesterday. I'm visiting my girlfriend for the week and have been staying with her and her parents. The parents left for work early in the morning along with my girlfriend, who I dropped off myself, and I had the house all to myself. A few hours later, my girl texts me and says she's off of work early and I should come pick her up. I go pick her up and bring her back to an empty house. Naturally, we begin fooling around immediately. We begin making out on her couch and then it starts becoming more intense. Clothes start coming off and hands are going everywhere. Mind you, we are in her living room with many windows and open blinds. I keep insisting that it isn't a good idea and we should stop. She responds by saying, "No, I want you to fuck me right here." That is the point where my brain stopped doing the thinking for me and my dick took over. We started doing it on her couch to the point where I was too freaked out to continue. She keeps on saying that she absolutely needs me inside her still. Me being the ultimate compromiser, I say, Okay, if we're gonna do this it should at least be in her room where we can close the door. We then head to her room, the fucking ensues. I'm doing the damn thing from behind her, full out moaning, cheeks clapping, the whole shebang. The both of us are getting super into it, and then the next thing we know, the door flies open. Boom. Dad is home. Catches me mid-stroke behind his daughter, both of us butt-ass naked. Instantly jump off and hide behind the bed, and my girlfriend pulls the sheets over her. My head is down and I fully expect him to just walk out so we can gather ourselves before he goes off on us. Nope. Walks right in, comes up to me, and asks what I'm doing. I have no words. He wants an answer. I got nothing. He then tears the sheets off, revealing his 23-year-old daughter's naked body, and rips her out of bed. He yanks her by the arm and storms off with her. I'm waiting in anticipation as he may or may not come back and skin me alive. Moments later he comes and tells me to get my clothes on, pack my bags, and to get the hell out. He personally insists on taking me away from the house himself in his truck. This is the part where I think he's going to drive me somewhere and sacrifice my ass. To my surprise and one super awkward 45-minute car ride later, he's dumping me at the airport with all of my stuff, telling me to never come back. He essentially ran me out of town. I am currently stuck here at some hotel where I don't know if I can afford to reside at for the rest of my stay. I'm stranded here with no car for 4 more days and am unable to change my flight. The situation definitely sucks for me, but all I can think about is my girlfriend. I just really hope she's okay, and if there's any way I can fix this, as I really do care about her. My last memory of her is seeing her being torn away by her dad. I don't know if I should continue to respect her dad's wishes by not contacting her, or by reaching out and hoping she's alright. Too long didn't read. I got caught hitting it from the back on my girlfriend by her extremely religious, conservative Mormon father. Update: thanks for all the kind words and advice, everybody. Also, to those accusing me of making this up, I really wish that were the case, to be honest. I texted her and she said that she talked to her mom. Her dad calmed down, but they haven't spoke much. Her mom was supportive and said that her dad will come along too. That being said, it's not looking good for us. I'm meeting her tonight as she's coming by to see me for maybe one last time. Update 2. She never ended up coming to meet me. She said she's done, and it seems like she sided with her dad. Not that it was ever about sides for me. I just wanted to resolve it, and doesn't want to continue. We're done. Update 3. She called me at 1 AM and woke my ass up. She said she had to cut the prior conversation so short because she felt she couldn't emotionally handle it. She told me she loves and cares about me, but it pretty much came down to the fact that she is going to do what makes her parents forgive her. Basically, her dad made the choice for her and she's okay with that. She is too scared to stand up for herself and tell her parents how she actually feels. I tried to boost her up and tell her that she can do this for hours, but to no avail. I was not ready to give up and was willing to put in all the work to figure this out. I let her know that I'd be by her side the whole way, or even take charge of the situation if she was about it. Unfortunately, she was not convinced and refused my help, insisting that she's not worth it. Nothing would change her mind. I told her that I just hope she makes the choices to find her own happiness and to do the things that give her that feeling, despite what other people want for her. She insisted that she needs to figure herself out before she can do so, and that she's not emotionally stable enough for a relationship. I also said it's hard to love someone that doesn't love themselves enough to stand up for who they are. They say you can try to help someone and show them the way all you want, but if they don't accept it, what are you going to do? Ultimately, I just want her to be happy, whether it involves me or not. I want her to grow into a strong-willed person who dictates their own fulfillment in life. I thought I could be the one to help her grow, but I realized no one could do that but her. My doors and heart, and DMs, are still wide open for her if she ever needs someone or still needs help finding her way. Until then, I can say I've done everything I can to fight for this girl I love. Thanks for your attention, everybody. It's been a wild ride for sure. Can't say it went the way I wanted it to, but I can definitely say it's not the worst way it could have ended. I'm just content that I got closure rather than having it cut short like before, and that our feelings were made for one another. Signing out, y'all. Thanks again. she branched away from the church and essentially her dad's ranking. He can't force you all to split. Only you guys can do that. You are in fact still together until you get told otherwise. Call her, see how she's doing, and maybe have a laugh about the whole thing. Yeah, me and my wife were forbidden contact by her parents. I was like, she's 18, how about you go fuck yourselves? Granted, it was a 3-hour flight up and a 1,300-mile trip back, but that was 7 years ago today in fact. And we're still going strong. I don't know if this will be a popular opinion or not, but who cares what her dad wants? You got a responsibility to make sure she's okay, and if you guys decide not to continue, that is up to you, but don't let that asshole get in the way. Just don't get shot. How the fuck anyone can just yank their adult daughter and their boyfriend naked from their own bed is beyond me. I do believe that her father doesn't have a say in your business, since she doesn't even belong to the church anymore. So screw him, or maybe don't. That's fucked up. That old man has nothing to do with your relationship. You're both are grown-ass adults. I can see why he got so upset, but getting physical like he did, I'm surprised you didn't whip his ass with your cock swinging all over the place, especially after he grabbed her like that. Go reach out to her. Make sure she's fine. Fuck what the family thinks. You need to make sure she's fine. Just don't get yourself hurt. Y'all aren't 16 and getting caught. Should have honestly expected it with y'all staying under the same roof. This honestly made me laugh a bit, so thanks. I feel bad for what happened, but overall I agree with your sentiment on us being fully grown. I'm going to see what I can do. I just am scared for what her parents are going to tell her / do. Call the cops and request a wellness check. Additionally, ask if you can come or request that your girlfriend contact you. He's an adult.